here on the MT-09. This is the Yamaha Naked I'm thinking about changing the Fireblade for. Got 112 brake horsepower. I'm not sure on the torque levels. It feels quicker than the Ducati actually, and the old pickup. And this bike does have a quick shifter on it. So yes, this is a triple engine, 3-cylinder. And what we don't have with this is a stupid exhaust getting in the way of my foot, because that really annoyed the bugger out of me yesterday. But what we do have is wet conditions. We have traction control on this, which is switched on. We have a throttle map modes, standard A and B. B said was the one that's just a little bit tamed, given we're in the wet weather. I keep forgetting there's a quick shifter on this bike as well. Before, when I was using it, I did clutchless shifts, but you don't need to back off the gas. You've got a nice seating position on this bike. Your legs are not as cramped up as on the Ducati. He's going right in the foot beside us. It's nice we've got a gear indicator on here as well. We've got average MPG, 50 MPG, that's pretty good going actually. We've got the clock, set the time, it is 25 past 10. I think you can just change the map on the road, so it doesn't change the power, it just, the modes on the bike don't change the power output, they just change the throttle map, so the power comes in at a different place at the RPMs. Just makes it easier for wet weather riding, so that when you open the throttle you're not suddenly blasted with power. I mean, even on mode B, it's still quite responsive. I think riding this bike in the dry would be nice though. But we have the traction control. See, I'm doing it again, I'm backing off the throttle when I don't need to. Yeah, that just goes in nicely. That's very nice. I want a quick shifter in my bike now. That's nice. Got a very interesting sound. To a triple. It's a kind of noise, not quite V-twin. Definitely a burble to it. And the seat's a little bit harder on this bike. But the rear end on this bike feels a lot nicer, it's firmer. firmer suspension on this bike. So more feel in the corners from it. You could notice it straight away. The Ducati handled nicely, but this seems to handle better. And we got adjustable. Yes, we've got some adjustments on the shocks. Brakes are still pretty good on this bike. Not Brembo's, but they still stop well. Bars are nice and high up. This is a bike you could live with in traffic, no problem. Riding position, yeah, it's very sorted. It's all ride-by-wire. Oh, we might be some time here. Good. Short shifting works a little bit jerky, short shifting with the quick shifter. I think it definitely snicks in higher, better at higher revs, but it gets away well. Nice sounds on the overrun. Mirrors, plenty big enough. Right, I always have trouble with the right mirrors. Getting enough visibility over those. Got the little fly screen there that does a little bit to protect from the wind. Hopefully on this bike it's standard, because it wasn't standard on the Ducati. There, handled those quite well. It's gripping your knees, grip the tank with your knees. Fine. Oh, look up now. Bird strike nearly there. Should we try changing the mode on the bike? Oh, no, wrong button. Do you have to hold it in? Do you have to stop? You have to stop. There we go, we're in standard now. Oh, nice. You can definitely feel the difference. It's a nice looking cottage. So yeah, it handles well at high speed. Rear was a little bit bumpy over the bumpy bits, a bit bouncy. Turns in well, picks up well. So we've got a little bit more wind noise on this bike, but it's by no means blowy. I've been very surprised by both of these naked bikes so far, that these little fly screens make quite a big difference to how comfortable these bikes are to ride, which has its plus points and its bad points, because it means that you can go at a higher speed. You can see that as both a good and a bad point if you're worried about losing your license and having your sports bikes just edge you on to go too quickly. I think this is a very, very sorted bike. I think I'd be very happy with this in my garage. Perhaps not in this colour. I think a red. I mean, it doesn't look too bad in grey. And I think the front end on these looks very, very nice. There's a couple of cars here. Effortless overtake there, and on the quick shifter. Yeah, I like quick shifters. I'm now a big fan of quick shifters. Very nice brakes. So even in this damp weather, this bike just feels very, very sorted. It's not scary to ride at all. Some bikes you get on and you think, bloody hell, this is a naughty bike. I think you'd get on this bike even after just passing your test and being quite happy on it. I used to think that bikes with this much power were not user friendly, but honestly this bike, I think anybody could ride it. With all these toys on it. It's not a bike you're going to grow out of fast. I think you'd need to ride the MT-07. It's probably still a better starting point, because you would be tempted just to put traction control off, put it into its quickest throttle map mode. Just go with it. Yeah, not a scary bike to ride at all.